Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Football and welcome to another Champions League update video. In this one, we will be talking about the differential picks, the secret gems. Not secret in that way, not secret like in terms of you not knowing them. You definitely know them, probably know them, but in terms of maybe you don't know that these guys are lowly owned. Many people will not expect these guys to be lowly owned because most of them are some huge names. But if you pick them and they deliver in match week 1, match week 2, whatever it's going to be, you're going to get a lot of benefits from that, and you're going to get a huge rise in rank in terms of just having these players and other managers not having them. So 5 players, we'll be talking about a goalkeeper, a midfielder, defender, and a couple of forwards as well. And let's get started. But before that, I always forget to do this. In case you haven't joined the league, there is the link. The link is in the description, and the code is on screen right now. Make sure to join about 200 UV right now. So make sure to join the codes. So league we can compete next season all over the place with this one, but I'm really excited to talk about this differential pick. So let's get started. The first one is Mendy from Chelsea. Now, Mendy, the goalkeeper at Chelsea, right now is currently owned by 5%. Yes, only 5% of managers own him. Obviously, 5 clean sheets in the Champions League last season. And Chelsea this season have a group with Dinamo Zagreb, Salzburg, and obviously the other game will be difficult against AC Milan. But the first 2 games are against Dinamo Zagreb and also Salzburg. They could easily keep clean sheets in those games. They've not looked that great in the Premier League so far, but in the Champions League, you would expect them to step it up, especially in the other defenders who've joined the club, settle into the team, and maybe they can start keeping clean sheets. I do understand why not many people have him, because a lot of managers are going for the likes of Reece James, maybe Koulibaly, maybe Thiago Silva, the fullbacks mostly, Cucurella, Chilwell, and not many people are going for Mendy. But remember, 2 seasons ago, he helped Chelsea win that Champions League, and last season he picked up points as well, 5 clean sheets in the Champions League alone. So he has the potential, and Chelsea keep clean sheets. Chelsea do allow chances, so he does make a lot of saves every single day. So if he keeps a clean sheet, you're looking at 8-9 points from one game. So that is the first pick, Mendy from Chelsea. The second one is a defender. I've gone for Robertson from Liverpool. He's currently owned by only 4%. Yes, only 4% of the managers currently own Robertson. Again, just like Mendy, a lot of managers will go for the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Is owned by like 32%. Lots of managers will go for the likes of Van Dijk, maybe Alisson, the goalkeeper. But remember, especially in set pieces, on the other side, Trent Alexander-Arnold takes the free kicks, but when it comes to the other right side, Robertson is the one who takes the corner kicks and the free kicks from the other side. So Trent takes them from the other side, and Robertson takes them from the other side. So he does pick up goals and assists as well, just like Trent. Not in the same. Trent does take the dangerous free kicks in front of the goal and stuff, but in terms of assists, sometimes Robertson does get more assists and goals than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Like last season, I'm pretty sure he picked up more points than him. He is very, very good in terms of that. And this week against Fulham in the Premier League, he was rested. He came on in the 60th minute and played only 30 minutes. So he is fresh to go. I'm expecting him to start. It's not an easy game against Napoli, obviously. Not an easy game. And the other reason why it's going to be beneficial to you if you go for him instead of Trent, and if Trent doesn't perform, is because he's actually cheaper than Trent, 0.5 cheaper than Trent. So that money you can use it elsewhere. Instead of getting a 4.5 midfielder, you can get a 5 million midfielder or defender. Sorry, if you want. If you had like a 9 million striker and you wanted a 9.5 million striker, you can use that 0.5 that you're getting from Robertson and disregarding Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, I don't think Liverpool will keep that many clean sheets this season, but in case you want their defender, I think Robertson is a good pick. I also talked about one of the other defenders, Van Dijk, in a different video. All the links will be in the description. I also think he is a very good pick because of the price. So he was rested, and this season as well. One more point about Robertson, he has been subbed off after the 60th minute 3 times this season already. So if his team is leading like 2-0, 1-0, and he gets subbed off, and then he banks the clean sheet, and then the team concedes like in the 80th minute, no clean sheet for the other Liverpool players, and he does keep the clean sheet. He usually plays like around 60 minutes because Tsimikas always gets game time as well. So that is my second pick. In terms of the third pick, I have gone for a midfielder, Bergwijn from Ajax. I already talked about him in a different video as well. I'm pretty sure it was the one talking about midfielders. We already discussed a lot in that one, so I'll actually link it up in the YouTube card right now in case you want to check it out, and the link will be in the description. He started every game so far this season. He has already scored 5 goals as well, including a hat-trick against Groningen. And Ajax always score goals. Ajax always score goals. They are in that tough group with Liverpool, Napoli. I'd say balanced group, like any team could go through. You expect Liverpool to go through, but from the other, Ajax, Napoli, Rangers, any of them can go through. And Bergwijn only owned by 2% currently. Very, very good option. The first game is at home to Rangers, the same Rangers team that has just lost 4-0 to Celtic in one of the big games in Scotland over the weekend. So I have gone for Bergwijn as the third differential pick, owned by only 2%. In terms of the fourth pick, now we're going to the forwards. I've gone for a certain Harry Kane. Now, Kane has scored. He scored this week against Fulham. He scored against Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. He scored in midweek as well. I'm guessing, I think it was against Brentford or something. He scores a lot of goals. Harry Kane scores a lot of goals as well. And a lot of people will be ignoring him. A lot of people, because of his price and because many people want the strikers like Haaland, obviously Mbappe, Neymar, all these guys. And a lot of people will be disregarding Kane. He's only owned by 3%, so that is a factual. But he scores goals and he is on penalties. And the group, he has Marseille, Frankfurt, and Sporting. You would expect them to win that group, and you would expect him to score a bunch of goals. I'm actually going to say it right away. I think he's going to get at least 6 goals during the group stage. I think he's going to bang in and enjoy himself in that group. So Harry Kane is my fourth pick. I'm not sure if this is going to go high in terms of obviously his ownership, maybe 5% at most, but not many people are going for him because of his price of 10 million. Definitely understandable, but if you go for him and he delivers, the first game is at home against Marseille, you're in for a good ride. The last pick is Thomas Müller of Bayern Munich. Obviously, we know Müller, man. Müller has been amazing since 2008, and he's always played second fiddle to the likes of Lewandowski at Bayern Munich. Many people would go for Lewandowski and ignore Müller, but this guy always delivers. He's currently owned by only 2%, but last season in the Champions League alone, he scored 4 goals and got 3 assists as well in the Champions League alone. In the season itself, all competitions, the Super Cup, the Bundesliga, the Champions League, he got 10 plus goals and 20 plus assists. So he usually does deliver secretly under the radar without anyone noticing, because we're going for the likes of Sané, Gnabry, Mane, all these guys. But many people will ignore Müller. He is a 10 million forward, so you would understand, just like Kane, because other people are going for other forwards. This season, he already has 4 attacking returns. So Thomas Müller is always a great option, and he started every single game for Bayern this season. The others might be rotated like Coman, Gnabry, but Müller will always start. He's even surprised himself. He's only owned by 2%. Look at him, he's surprised. So Thomas Müller is my fifth and final pick. Let me mention of these differentials. Do you have in your team? Do you already have one of these guys in your team? Are you thinking of getting any of them in your team as of now, or are you okay with the ones you have right now? And do you think it's a bit too risky? I've done a lot of videos in terms of building up to the Champions League, talking about the forwards, the defenders, the goalkeepers, the midfielders, the budget options, all that. So if you want to check the entire playlist, click on the video on the left side. If you want to just check the budget option video, click on the video on the right. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you.